Sport Locker program on Roots Culture Radio. Enjoy Sport Locker program on Roots Culture Radio. Ken Gaddafi. Sport Locker program. Ken Gaddafi is here for you. Sport Locker program. Oracle of Sport. Ken Gaddafi. If you want to enjoy sport program, Roots Culture Radio.
Hello, you're welcome to another edition of your favorite show, the Oracle Daily. Yeah, I know you guys have been looking forward to this show, especially coming on the eve of the AFCON semi-finals that will be starting all the way in Cairo from Sunday. Yes, the big boys now are left in the tournament because we've seen clearly that of course some of the some of the teams that were predicted to really get out of the finals, like the defending champions Cameroon, we are knocked out in the second round by Nigeria, and others like Morocco, Ivory Coast, and even countries like that are upcoming and trying to show that they are stubborn, like Madagascar, all fell by the wayside in the quarterfinals. So the stage is now very, very clear, and it's now time for the big boys. So it's going to be Nigeria taking on Algeria, and Senegal taking on Tunisia. Okay, well, the preview is today's preview is going on to be for the big one that is coming up on Sunday, as Nigeria takes on Algeria. Yeah, there are two heavyweights of African football, and they will be doing battle for a place in the AFCON, African Cup of Nations final this Sunday, when Algeria take on Nigeria in Cairo. Okay, Algeria have demonstrated signs of impressive resurgence in this tournament following a difficult couple of years, during which they were knocked out in the group stages of the 2017 tournament and failed to qualify for the 2018 final FIFA World Cup. So on the back of that, they came into this tournament, not really many people giving them chances, but they've proved definitely that they deserve where they are. Nigeria, on the other hand, will consider reaching the semi-final to be a bare minimum requirement, given the Super Eagles' incredible heritage in this tournament, reaching the last 4 on 7 occasions since 2000. Not forgetting that Nigeria missed out in the 2015 and 2017, so they didn't have the opportunity to defend the title they won in 2013. So this tournament looks more like a chance for them now to defend that title they won in 2013, because this is the first time the Super Eagles are appearing since that epic tournament which late Stephen Keshi led the Super Eagles to the title. Okay, well, let me those of you who are just joining this show, this is the Oracle Daily. My name is Ken Gaddafi, and don't forget to like us on Facebook, and of course follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and you can always go to our YouTube channel, the Oracle of Cambodia, and you will subscribe and get all information and details with the world of sports. Okay, well, and also don't forget to follow us on our radio channel, Root Culture Radio, all the way from Dublin. Okay, I'll take a short break, and when I come back, I will be talking about Algeria.
For your latest local and international sport updates, analysis, and predictions, join Ken Gaddafi on Root Culture Radio.
Yeah, welcome back. We are still on the Oracle Daily. My name is Ken Gaddafi. You call me the Oracle, and we are looking ahead to the semi-finals of the AFCON that will be played on Sunday when Nigeria takes on Algeria. Okay, now let's look through Algeria going forward. Algeria were not among the odd favorites to succeed in this competition after what has been a turbulent couple of years for the desert forces, But the North African side failed to win a single group game in the 2017 African Cup of Nations, finishing third behind Senegal and Tunisia, and then found themselves bottom of their group during the 2018 World Cup qualifier. A stark contrast to when they reached the 2010 and 2014 finals. However, the appointment of former midfielder Jamel Belmadi in November 2018 has completely changed Algeria's fortunes, with the new manager still unbeaten after 11 games at the M. So their form at this tournament has been particularly impressive from a defensive point of view, conceding just one goal in 5 games, an equalizer scored by Ivory Coast in the quarterfinal, which Algeria should have won comfortably. Belmadi's side began the game in dominant fashion, opening the scoring on 20 minutes through a sharp first-time finish in the box from Galatasaray forward Sofiane Feghouli, and should have put the game to bed with a second half penalty, which number 9 Baghdad Bounedjah thwarted against the bar. Ivory Coast finished Algeria's profligacy by scoring an excellent goal on the break, but the latter continued to pose a threat in extra time and would have felt vindicated by their penalty shootout victory. Speaking ahead of the Ivory Coast boss, speaking ahead of the game, Ivory Coast boss Ibrahim Kamara stressed that Algeria's threat extended far beyond the dazzling skill of Manchester City winger Riyad Mahrez. Indeed, a crucial aspect of Algeria's success in the tournament, which they have not won since 1990, has been the sturdiness of central defenders Jamel Lamri, Aissa Mandi, and this shielded competently by the highly experienced Alain Godura. Well, if you look at their recent form in the AFCON, it's been 6 wins on the trot, and if you look at it from the all competition, they've won 6 games and only drawn 1. So they look pretty like a pretty decent side going ahead to the semi-finals. Okay, I'll take a short break, and once I come back again, we will be looking at Nigeria.
For your latest information on political news, entertainment, and sport updates, listen to Root Culture Radio.
Yeah, welcome back to the Oracle Daily right here on Root Culture Radio, beaming live from the Kingdom of Wonder, Cambodia, and of course also reaching out from our headquarters all the way in Dublin, Ireland. Okay, well, if you're just joining, we are still on the show and we're talking about the match that is coming up on Sunday. Is a big one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they trade tackles with the Desert Foxes of Algeria. For many, it is the battle of the two Algerians, Algeria and Nigeria. Who is going to carry the day? Well, we've been looking at it. I've talked about the Algerian side, so let's look at the Nigerian side, how they got to this position. Well, Nigeria did not perform particularly well in the 2-1 quarterfinal success over South Africa, but William Troost Ekong's late winner was an example of how their sheer pedigree in this tournament can sometimes be enough to get them over the line. Their record under manager Gernot Rohr, who has managed in Africa since 2010, is seriously intimidating, losing to an African side on just 2 occasions over the last 3 years. One of those defeats came in their final group game against Madagascar, during which Rohr rested several players, given that Nigeria had already qualified for the knockout stages. And since that loss, the Super Eagles have progressed to the last four through a pair of pulsating encounters with Cameroon and South Africa coming from behind to beat the former 3-2 and knocking out the latter, who had beaten host Egypt to reach the quarters through a late bundle finish from a corner by defender Troost Ekong. Nigeria started the quarterfinals strongly and went ahead through a quick flowing move involving former Leicester City winger Ahmed Musa and Arsenal's Alex Iwobi, whose smart jink down the left-hand channel opened up the space for Samuel Chukwueze to score. However, such passages of dominant attacking play have been rare for Nigeria, especially in the two knockout games played so far, where they were comfortably eclipsed by both Cameroon and South Africa when it came to the share of possession and number of passes completed. This Nigerian team under Rao, known for its strong emphasis on organization and discipline, does not possess the individual flair as seen during the days of Sunday Olise, JJ Okocha and King Nwankwo Kanu. But their dogged spirit and knowledge of this competition makes them a very challenging opponent under tense semi-finals conditions. Well, if we look at their recent AFCON form, it's been 4 wins and just 1 loss. But in all competition, it's been 5 wins and 1 loss. So, looking at it from all possibilities and all angles, it promises to be a very interesting encounter on Sunday when they face the desert forces. Will Algeria continue to remain invisible in this tournament without suffering a loss, with Nigeria still ruminating over the loss to Madagascar come up this time around and not want to go out in the semi-finals? Well, we just have to wait on Sunday and to see that. Well, what's your prediction? What do you think will happen at the end of the day? You can drop your comment in the comment box and let's know what you think about that. Okay, I'll take a short break, and when I come back, I will be talking about the team news from both camps.
For your latest local and international sport updates, analysis, and predictions, join Ken Gaddafi on Root Culture Radio.
Yeah, welcome back. We're still on the Oracle Daily, and you are with your one and only Ken Gaddafi, whom you call the Oracle. Well, I thank you, those of you who have continued to follow us on the Oracle Daily since the start of the AFCON 2019. Don't forget, the English Premier League is getting around the corner. The transfer news is flying. Players are moving from one club to the other, and clubs are trying to retain the title. To retain their clubs as they chase for the title. So don't forget, the Oracle Daily will be coming right after the AFCON to bring you more updates and highlights of the English Premier League and of course the European League in general. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Oracle of Cambodia, and of course on our Facebook, you can like our Facebook page, Oracle of Cambodia, and follow us as we continue to bring you news in around the world of sports. Okay, now let's look at the team news coming. The news emanating from the camps of the Super Eagles as they prepare for the Desert Foxes in the semi-finals. Nigeria's captain John Obi Mikel is expected to make a return to the side starting 11 after missing 2 games due to an injury sustained against Madagascar. A lot of fans have continued to question the inclusion of Mikel Obi, but I do think his experience is very much invaluable, especially at this stage of the tournament. So let's hope that Mikel Obi will be able to at least marshal the midfield and help his boys to go ahead and to win this match. The former Chelsea midfielder, who now plays at Turkish side, Trabzonspor, who told reporters ahead of Nigeria's clash with South Africa that he was certain of recovering in time for the semi-final in Cairo. Also, Shehu Abdullahi, having suffered a hamstring injury during a group game against Burundi, is expected to make a return to fitness as well. Algeria boss Bemadi will be delighted to have no major injury concerns for his side ahead of the meeting with Nigeria, and looks set to field the usual midfield four of Mahrez, Ismail Benaka, Fegoli and Yusuf Belaili to provide support for lone striker Bonja. Okay, and Godero the coach Godero, such a crucial aspect of his team, is now one booking away from suspension. So, we hope that this match live up to its expectation. For the neutrals, it's going to be a clash of the titans, and for the Nigerian fans, I know a lot of them will be sitting at the edge of their seat and hoping the Super Eagles triumph. Well, Algeria possible starting lineup includes Mboli in goal, Ben Sembani, Bellamy, Mandi, Atal, Guediro, Belaili, Benanxa, Fegoli, Mahrez and Bonja. While the Nigerian possible starting lineup includes Daniel Akpeyi in goal, Awaziem, Trust Ekong, Omeruo, I know said to be back after missing out from the starting lineup against South Africa, and of course Wilfred Ndidi and Mikel Obi, Alex Iwobi, as well as Ahmed Musa, and of course goal merchant Odion Igalo. So that's the possible starting lineup. Bearing any late changes, we will be expecting to see this lineup when they file out tomorrow on Sunday. Okay, the head-to-head, Nigeria's predominance over Algeria in past competitive fixtures is emphatic, with the Super Eagles winning 7 of the last 9 between the two sides. That said, the Desert Foxes emerged victorious during their last meeting with Nigeria, a rare 3-0 win in the World Cup qualifiers back in November 2017, which ended a 27-year winless streak against the West African side. Their most recent meeting in the Africa Cup of Nations came during a third place playoff in 2010, which Nigeria won 1-0. That said, it is going to be a very, very cagey encounter between these two sides, with both teams likely to wait for their moment to attack on the break. So if you ask what's the Oracle's prediction, well, I will be saying Algeria 0, Nigeria 1. But it's going to be a tense match. A lot of us will have to sit by our at the edge of our seats until that goal will eventually come. In a semi-final environment, it is often those with the greatest mental acumen as opposed to just raw technique who tend to prevail, and Nigerians' experience at this stage of the competition gives them a clear psychological advantage over Algeria, who have only reached the last 4 twice since 1990. So if you ask me, I will be going again for Algeria 0, Nigeria 1. What's your prediction? Drop your prediction in the comment box, and don't forget to hit the like button, of course, and subscribe to our YouTube channel Oracle of Cambodia, and like us on our Facebook page Oracle of Cambodia. Well, that's all for today's edition of the Oracle Daily. Thank you for being part of the show, and see you again soon. Bye for now.
Sport Locker Program on Roots Culture Radio. Enjoy Sport Locker Program on Roots Culture Radio. Ken Gaddafi Sport Locker Program. Ken Gaddafi is here for you. Sport Locker Program. Oracle of Sport. Ken Gaddafi. If you want to enjoy Sport Program, Roots Culture Radio. Maria, 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 Maria. Forgive me, Maria.
Aribi Kazim Adeshola, welcome to the show. A Fiji broadcaster. Ìlú Pàápọ̀ Ọ̀ṣìṣẹ́ àwọn yìí gbọ́ Yorùbá dáì. Adénìkẹ́, I see you. Àbáyọ̀mí Ògúndèjì, you're dancing in walking. The Liwe Machine, stop raising your waist. Duro Frankie, what's going on there? Nicolina Dropalit Rahman. That's my beautiful one. It's Friday night. DJ's on fire. MC's on fire. Root Cutters on fire.
Maria, 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 forgive me, Maria. I got no more, Maria. You could tell me, Maria, that I want to, Maria.
Please. What about the situation? Remember, you are blessed. If you can listen to me right now, if you can move to this music right now, remember, you are blessed.
I'm sorry, Maria, Maria.
Root Culture Radio, Ozone Baba, which DJ Sugar. We are all one right now.
I need that man.
Every Friday. Don't try it. Seriki BME Sulaiman. I'll show you the money. Seriki with Root Culture. Oh, we are cooking. Yani Yoruba. You are going places, I promise you, with Root Culture Radio. Cherokee BME. Say hi to Destiny Boy.
Refitika is a go. Forward, Bewale is a go. So what if it's penalty is a go, go.
I've just been told that they're watching us from Poland. We are going international. We are blessed. America, Poland, Nigeria, UK, we are blessed, man. How much is a go, Cherokee?
Is a go. Them bottles is a go. Chilao is a go. Skibobo is a go.
Be expecting Seriki and Destiny Boy in Dublin very soon. These boys are gonna move you. We are on this one with Root Culture Radio. Super Alaja Alayo. I didn't feel you. I want Seriki. I want the Destiny Boy. Alayo. Alaja to sharp new.
Hold your neighbor, c'est le moment de faire la fête,
Skibo, Robo Skibo, Eva, Oshe, Bares, Kilo, na only you are. Kilo de, what the cost suit, but you wear a caracon. Kilo de, na only you are. Kilo de, what the cost suit, but you wear a caracon. You wear a caraway, bonje resi, bonje siki. Imi ojeyan, bomu koki, bomu fanta. Imi oremu, bonje resi, bonje siki. Imi ojeyan, bomu koki, bomu fanta. Imi oremu, ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé, ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé, ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé, ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé.
Bongo àṣà ìbílẹ̀ làwa náà.
Ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé, ibile lọ́wọ́ ilé, ibile lọ́wọ́.
I must keep on you.
I came from the ghetto,
from the street. Came from a place that I will never set defeat. Me, I know the form. It is not in my blood. You can't chop your Chinese or Benny. I want the young. Oh, yeah, make we ginger. Oh, yeah, make we go. Oh, yeah, make we show it. Cause we don't know.
Bobby Oladogun. Bobby Oladogun. Bobby. Ìbílẹ̀ rẹ̀.
Nǹkan tó yẹ kó kọ́wọ́ bọ̀, ẹ bá mi wá àti sírí. Kájọ lọ ṣàkìtì bọ́bọ̀. Kí ló dé náà ó lè yí wá kankan? Kí ló dé wọ́n ti kó sí suit bọ́ yí wẹ́ àǹkárá kan? Kí ló dé náà ó lè yí wá kankan? Kí ló dé wọ́n ti kó sí suit bọ́ yí wẹ́ àǹkárá kan? Bọ́ yí wẹ́ àǹkárá kan? Bọ́ǹjẹ̀ rẹ̀ sí bọ́ǹjẹ̀ sí kì í. Ìmí ọ̀jẹ̀ náà bọ́ọ̀mù kòkì bọ́ọ̀mù fanta.
DJ Sugar, special thanks to you. Remy Morgan says, Island, be ready for total explosion coming up very soon. Music plus comedy all throughout. Root culture to Darcy, man.
You want to leave for Piccoli? No do shakara, no they carry your shoulder. As you see me so, baby, now because of you, I don't go. See, I don't go. Want to get you over, don't go. Bado.
Oh, no do shakara. For Tonsibe, me I know the shake, girl.
If you break my heart today, me I go sharply the place. Carry another baby, give her what she wanting. Smart thing you done the vex, you done the other Uber. Veronica, cool down.
11:45 on a Friday night, right from Dublin to all the whole world. And it's your boy here, little man, Baba Agbalagba Company. Ozone, Baba.
So baby, now because of you, I don't go no.
If only I can dance, why? Tight.
So good on you, see baby, if you want to leave, on be go leave. Go do shakara.
Dublin is turning to the capital of entertainment for African culture.
You, I don't go no.
Ireland, Lakwebi, Dublin, Egbabe.
I don't go wedding tire. Many Saturday don't pass, and I never marry. Oluwa provide a boo.
Allah, fún ẹ lọ́kọ tiẹ̀.
Wọ́n bí mọ̀lẹ́mọ̀, èmi náà fẹ́.